everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. We are here from Rock Steady Boxing Irvine to tell you a little bit about what Rock Steady is all about in a little mini itty bitty class so you can kind of get the lay of the land and learn a little bit more about the program. It is designed specifically for people with Parkinson's disease to fight back against Parkinson's. My name is Timmy.
My name is Nell. Normally we start the programs with a get to know you question. The reason we do this is to encourage people to talk loudly and clearly. That won't really work right now because we can't do that exchange of information. So instead, Timmy and I are going to tell you an interesting tidbit about ourselves. Me, I'm addicted to Diet Coke.
Oh man, she's my mom. We teach classes together. It's a good time. And whenever we start our classes, after they get to know you, we always stretch. It's super important, so follow along. If you are seated, you're gonna scoot your tushy towards the edge of your seat, and your legs are gonna be long and straight, feet and flexed in front of you. If you're standing up nice and tall. From here, we're going to touch our toes. So lean forward towards your toes, let your head fall heavy, and then come back on up to standing. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Here we go. Reach towards your toes. And back on up to standing. Reach towards your toes. Back on up to standing. Last time. Reach towards your toes. And come back up to standing. Then it's also important besides stretching that we warm up. So for our warm up today, we are doing high knees and big marches. So if you are seated, you can see Coach Nell here is marching her legs up and down with swinging her arms nice and big. And we're going to do the same exact thing if we're standing. If you'd like to up the ante a little bit, the next modification if you are standing is to do like a little jog in place with your high knees, bringing them up to hip level, running in place. If you are doing the big marches, your arms are swinging nice and big, and we're going to count down all together nice and loud. Project those voices, starting with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After our warm-up, we then head into boxing.
So for the boxing sequences, what we're going to do first is get in our boxer stance. You want to take a natural step forward with your left foot, shift your weight into the balls of your feet, and reach your arms way up high like you're getting a towel off a top shelf and you're draping it around your neck. Your knuckles should be on your cheekbones and your elbows pointed down. So we're going to run through 4 of the punches. We'll do them each 3 times. The first one is the jab. That's with your left hand. You're going to extend it forward, twist your wrist at the end, get your shoulder up over your cheek, and you want to pivot that lead foot. The cross does the same mechanics, but it's coming from the rear side, the right side, and you really want to twist inward to get the most out of this punch. The next punch is the lead hook. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our weight to the left, get our arm up so it's parallel to the ground, and swing it around to about mid-face. If you open your fingers, they're pointing out. And you come back. Again, last time. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. It's called the rear hook, and we're going to pivot this time to the right and whip around. Again, last time. Now we're going to do 3 different sequences that involve these punches. The first one is jab, cross, jab, cross. We're going to do it 5 times. So jab, cross, cross. Jab, cross, cross. As you throw these punches, you want to make sure you return your fist to your face. This is important because it's protecting the pretty. Last time. The next one we're going to do is the jab, cross, lead hook, cross. Again, jab, cross, hook, cross. And you can see my feet pivoting as I throw these punches. That gives you more power. Last time, jab, cross, hook, cross. The last one we're going to do is jab, rear head hook, lead head hook, cross. Again, jab, hook, hook, cross, jab, rear head hook, lead head hook, cross, jab, hook, hook, cross, jab, hook, hook, cross. Last time, jab, hook, hook, cross. Next up for boxing.
Alrighty, we also really focus on building strength. So Coach Nell is going to demonstrate from the chair. We're going to do squats. If you're doing a traditional squat, you're standing nice and tall, feet roughly shoulders width apart. Keep your shoulders rolled back as much as you can with your chest open as you bend both your knees and straighten both your knees. If you choose to do it with a chair modification, if you're fully seated, you're going to be kicking your leg out like so in this seated position. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing a squat but you still want to have the variation, Coach Nell is going to demonstrate the sit to stand. She stands all the way up and sits all the way back in her seat, bringing her back against the backrest. So all together, we're going to go ahead and count down from 10. Here we go. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. It's also important that we build our abdominal strength in Rock Steady classes. Our strong core helps us stay upright, keeps us from falling, and helps us with a myriad of things in our daily lives. So if you are seated, you are going to scoot towards the edge of your seat. Your legs are going to be out in front of you straight, and you're going to lean your back. You're going to lean back nice and straight. From here, you're going to rotate your shoulders from side to side as Coach Nell is demonstrating. That's option 1. Option 2, if you feel comfortable going down to the floor, is you sit on the floor, nice and tall, lean your shoulders back, and rock side to side like so, keeping your back straight as much as possible. We're going to count down all together from 10. Here we go. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, abdominals. From there, after building strength, we of course need to cool down in class. It's really important to prepare your body after working really hard to bring it back down to its baseline. So we're going to practice perfect walking laps. If you're seated, you can practice your walk seated, getting your legs and arms moving. If you have the space to walk around in your room, you are going to focus on what's called your heel strike. I'll demonstrate with my hands. Your heel strikes the floor, you roll through your foot, and you push off with your toes with each and every step as you transfer your weight from foot to foot. So really focus on how your heel strikes the floor. And then you also want to make sure you're evenly swinging your arms as you move through space. Finally, we don't want to walk slouched over. That's not good for our posture, our backs, our necks, any of it. You're more likely to fall. So roll your shoulders back and stack over your hips as you walk through space. So we're going to practice our cool down here with our perfect walking laps for a moment. And then finally, we end our class with a stretch, because it's really important, again, to make sure our muscles are prepared for that cool down. So since we did a lot of boxing, we're going to roll our shoulders back and roll them forward. Good. Take one arm across your chest and hold it from underneath. And then we're going to switch arms. Your other arm comes across your chest and you hold it from underneath. Awesome. Go ahead and shake it on out. And every class, for voice activation and just to bring everyone together, we end by bringing it on in for a cheesy cheer. So, repeat after me at home, nice and loud. Here we go. Mike Tyson was a champion, and so was Ali. But in this fight against Parkinson's, that title goes to me. Now, all together, on the count of 3, we shout rock steady. 1, 2, 3, rock steady! Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you soon. Bye.